I recently had an accident where I lost my right hand.
Wow, what was the accident?
I was cleaning out his closet and there was like this firework and it blew up in my hand.
So I have to ask you this. When's the last time you masturbated?
It's not the same. I haven't like finished, like if that makes sense. Hours before the accident I did, so that's good.
You
Like a month drive
came
still, but
not knowing it was the very last time you would jerk yourself off with your right hand.
exactly.
That's tragic.
Hello?
Hey there, what's your name?
This is Griffin.
Griffin, what's up, man? How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm hanging in there, brother. What would you want to talk about today?
I recently had an accident where I lost my right hand.
Wow, what was the accident?
So I was one of my buddies is living with me, and I was cleaning out his closet, and there was like this firework in his closet. Now we thought it was a smoke bomb type thing, like the ones that you light, the fuse goes down, like you fucking like throw it, and it smokes, right?
Yeah.
And it blew up in my hand. A flashbang. I don't know if you ever played CSGO, but like I was blind for like 30 seconds.
Holy shit. So wait a minute. So you were in your friend's closet and you discovered these fireworks and then you lit them on fire while holding them, or they just randomly exploded in your hand?
So we found them in his closet. This is my home. So I had taken it from my brother a long time ago, like 10 years ago probably, and I remember like shit. Like, oh, I remember this. And then I'm like, we're cleaning out his closet, so there's more room. So I'm thinking, hey, might as well light them. So I walk on our porch, try to light it. The wind's blowing, so like shit, not lighting. I go inside, the wick just goes down, and then boom, blew up basically.
Oh my goodness.
That's
When did
trash.
this happen?
This happened almost 2 weeks ago today.
God damn. And how much of your arm blew out? Like the whole arm?
No, luckily not. My hand was like, it was still kind of there, but all the fingers were like half gone. And I guess my dad and friend like found half my palm in the sink or something.
Your dad and your friend found your palm in the sink?
Yeah, like half of it, yeah, and like part of my thumb.
So when it happened, did you go, "Oh my god"? Did you like freak out?
No. So I was kind of silent, and like I was just kind of like, damn. I thought I was dead for a second because it was straight like white, like brighter than the sun. And so my friend was there with me, like while we were lighting it. And then my hearing came back like 5 seconds later. I just hear him screaming. So I thought he was like deathly injured. Like he was perfectly fine. And I was like this in my hand. And I had like 3rd-degree burns like up and down my stomach and leg and like my right under my eye. But he was fine. But yeah.
Wow. And what kind of fireworks were they? They were like a flashbang type of thing?
I guess it turned out to be a flashbang type thing, yeah. Or more like a bomb, I guess.
Mm. So what are you gonna so wait a minute, so what does your right hand look like? Is it just gone?
It's just a nub. So they cut it like right at the wrist, or like I guess they say below the wrist, but in my thinking it's above the wrist, if that makes sense. So it's closer to my fingertips, part of the wrist.
How do you feel about all this? Are you pissed off?
I'm very angry and like mad at myself. Like I don't know, like have you ever been like just guilty at yourself? Like I've never been guilty for something done for myself until now. Like it's just very angry, but also like sad. Like I'm very like right hand dominant. Like I twist shit with my left hand, but like I can't do anything now. I keep trying to do shit with my right hand, and it's like, oh shit, it's not there. You know what I mean?
Mm. So I have to ask you this: when's the last time you masturbated?
I've been trying to. It's just it's not the same. So I haven't finished. Like if that makes sense. I hope my mom doesn't listen to this.
You haven't come since the accident.
No, literally the day of. I actually like hours before the accident I did. So that's good. So I'm not like
wow. You
like a month drive
came
still, but
not knowing it was the very last time you would jerk yourself off with your right hand.
Exactly.
That's tragic. I'm sorry to hear that.
I know. No, you're good.
Damn. So did they give you like anything cool? Did they give you like a hook or something?
That's so funny you say that. So like the week of, so I have like this really, like top of the line surgeon who like, I guess like a couple years back, he like sewed someone's arm back together. His name's Van Beek. If anyone needs a plastic surgeon, he does like tits and ass and shit. But anyways, him and this army doc attached a coat hanger hook to my hand. And we're joking that that's going to be like a $10,000 hook, the way that our health care works.
Your doctor attached a literal coat hanger to your arm.
Well, it's not like it's attached. Like I have like wrap, and then he wrapped it on top of that, and then wrapped some more wrap. But yeah, a fucking coat hanger. Yeah.
Wow. So right now, you're holding the phone with your left hand or with a coat hanger?
Not definitely with the left hand. I can't. The coat hanger doesn't have that much mobility.
What can you even? Why is a coat hanger better than a nub? What can you even do with the coat hanger?
Throw them on the. Well, he just wants me to practice with my right hand so it doesn't get really weak. So like I can like push elevator buttons and like pull like tissues towards me, or like when I'm eating pudding, like you get a lot of pudding and yogurt or shit in the hospital. So I'm trying to eat the yogurt with my left hand, but it's just sliding around the table. So like the hook kind of holds it there. Does that make sense?
I feel like if you know how like you'll be in an elevator and like there's somebody who's closer to the buttons than you are, so you ask them to hit your floor. I feel like if I were in an elevator and the guy closer to the buttons, he had a hook as a hand, I would feel kind of mean asking him to hit my floor for me.
That's so funny because like, okay, I was in the hospital for like 6 days, and like on the 5th day, I walked around the hospital, and me and my sister went down like through the elevator because we're on the 3rd floor, and I was right by the button, and I was on a lot of drugs, so I was asking like, hey, like what floor are you guys going on? And I like pressed. They were on the same floor as us, but like I understand that's funny though, like them asking me push all these fucking buttons. That could be my future job though. I could be an elevator attendant. You could be an elevator attendant.
What do you do? What do you do now? You're 19? It says.
Yes, sir. So I am a retail sales supervisor at the Home Depot.
Oh, okay. I feel like people are gonna see you, and the saw sales are gonna go down.
That's funny because I'm the supervisor for hardware and like lumber. So yeah, I work over there in saws and shit.
They'd have no idea it was fireworks.
What do you mean?
Like, because you work at Home Depot? Never mind. So what? Okay, let me ask you this. What's your? Are you in school right now? Are you going to college for anything while you're working?
No. I'm on. So I was gonna take this one gap year. I'm getting into that second gap year and just grinding at work. But now I'm, chilling at home for a couple weeks.
What's your dream? What's your goal? What do you want to do?
One of my dreams was like the canoe down or kayak down the whole Mississippi, but like I don't know if I could do that now with just one hand. Like I probably could get like another hook type thing, but we'll see. Hold
on. Okay. There's all sorts of like dudes out there who are like doing shit like that. Like there's all these like, I'm sure there's a guy with a hook for a hand who's climbed Mount Everest before. Like that's an entire genre of dude that you're talking about.
I don't know about that. Mount Everest, maybe not.
Hold on, I'm gonna look this up right now. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Guy with no arm climbs mountain. Yeah, check this shit out, dude. This guy, Kyle Maynard, climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, and he didn't even have any. He has 3 less limbs than you do. He didn't have any.
No. Is he a nugget, basically? Or he has like one leg or one arm or something?
Yeah, he's got no arms and no legs, and his ass climbed Mount Kilimanjaro.
Oh, my God.
So look at that. You can kayak down the Mississippi River.
Did he climb it, or did someone else climb it for him? Like, was he, like, in the backpack? Like, one of, like, a baby carrier type thing, or no?
That's just mean. That's just mean. Although, hold on. I guess you can kind of make those jokes now. Since you since you don't, that's one of the bright sides of having a disability is you can now, I guess, make jokes about other people with disabilities.
Exactly.
This guy, this guy, Kyle Maynard, a quadruple amputee, is the first person to climb Mount Kilimanjaro without prosthetics. He also played football, wrestled, and competed in martial arts. So if he heard you say that you can't, canoe down the Mississippi River, he would think you were a total pussy.
Okay, wait. He wrestled and shit before or after his quadruple amputation?
Yeah, I think this is all after. I feel like they would. I feel like they wouldn't put it in the bio if it was before.
Okay, have you ever like the Special Olympics, like TikTok or whatever? They'll post their swimming team, and literally they're quadruple amputees, and they'll just like throw them into the pool. And I don't know how much of the swimming they're doing themselves. I don't know.
Okay, look. Here's I don't have to get into the Special Olympics, but all I'm saying is that all I'm saying is that someone else did it, so you could probably figure it out how to do it.
I believe it.
All I'm saying is it has been proven to be physically possible.
Now we'll see. I was looking into if I could join like the Special Olympics because I run track, or I used to. Like I would kick ass in the 200-meter dash. Like I would just. Well, it depends what people I'm running against. Like if they're quadruple amputees, I'm definitely winning that.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know. I think that this guy who climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, he's quite an athlete.
Well, but how do you think he runs? Did someone just roll him and he gets like some momentum going?
He has he just doesn't. I mean, he's got like legs and arms. He just doesn't have the other like the whole thing.
So like,
and that's you too. You have like an arm. You just don't. It's just a nub.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, you're probably not going bowling anytime soon, but you could.
Dude.
You could,
oh my god.
What, do you really like bowling?
Yeah, I do, and it's funny because my friends were going to go out. I was just on like a FaceTime with like 3 people, and we were wondering what to do. I was like, I couldn't think of anything, and someone said bowling, and everyone started laughing, and I'm just like looking at my hand with no like nub because I had just taken out my wrap. With no fingers. I'm like, okay. They said I couldn't put the bumpers on. I'll try it lefty, but we'll see.
Well, I have to say, you have a pretty good sense of humor about this for, considering it just happened.
Yeah, well, I'm trying. Like, I feel like there's no point in, like, getting, like, I mean, I'm mad, of course, but, like, there's no point in getting depressed over it. Like, I can make it through it. And honestly, it's, like, a whole new lease on life because, like, you really don't know how good you have it until it's gone. You know what I mean? Because honestly,
your dog in the background is probably mad because you haven't pet him in 2 weeks.
Dude. So he'll try to take my food, and I'll like point the hook at him, and he's so afraid of it. Like he'll act. He never lays down when I say lay down, but when I point the hook at him, he'll just fall to his legs. And like, oh, it's perfect. But anyways, no, but yeah, you honestly don't know what you have until it's gone. But like,
right.
For instance, like the jerking off thing, like I feel like I was A1, like tier 1 with the right hand. You know what I mean? Like A+. Now the left hand, like you can't do as well. So you don't know what you have until it's done.
Yeah, like you were gonna get a scholarship for jerking off.
Yeah, you could say that, definitely. If I tried hard enough, I definitely would.
Well, all right. So I guess let's keep going down the list, right? Like, what else do you want to do that you think you can't do anymore because you don't have an arm?
Okay, fishing. Like, I can hold the pole with my left hand, but the right hand, how am I going to reel it? You know what I mean? Okay. Skiing. I can't. Well, you know what? I could probably do skiing. Like, they could just attach the pole. I don't know if you ever watched SpongeBob, but Squidward gets like fucking paralyzed, and SpongeBob just shoves a ski pole through his like paralyzed hand.
Yeah, he shoves Squidward gets like a full body cast, and
exactly.
SpongeBob he jams a jellyfishing rod through.
Oh,
his
that's
hand.
what it is. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking skiing, but we could do that with you. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Well,
Okay.
Driving manual.
Yeah, I mean, Here's the thing. I feel like all of this stuff, it's like figure outable. You know what I mean? Like they could. There's some. You could have various like attachments. They could make you like a Swiss Army hand or something, and you could have a various attachments depending on what you were doing.
That shit's expensive. So we went to the prosthetics people, and they said like one prosthesis is 20 to 100,000 before insurance.
Whoa.
And like insurance, yeah, exactly. And insurance like doesn't love covering it, so like you have to like keep sending it in, and like they want me to, if they don't accept it right away, they want me to like write like a sad letter, like guilt trip them into covering it or something.
Wait, they want you to write a letter? What does that mean?
Yeah, so they said like, okay, so let's say we send in a claim, they deny it. They want me to say like, my name is Griffin. I can't do this. I'm so sad, basically, and then send it in, and then they'll like see if they can give us more money, like if the insurance will actually cover it or not.
Dude, that's so fucked up. They're literally asking you to beg.
Yeah, exactly. Well, insurance is just fucked. Like all types of insurance is kind of fucked. So
yeah, I recently this has been coming up on my TikTok feed a lot recently. It's that clip from The Incredibles where he has to deny that woman's insurance claim, because like none of us knew what the fuck was going on when we were like 7 and watched that movie.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But nowadays you're like, oh man, that was fucked up how they made him do that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no. And then his boss comes in and gets all mad at him, like the fucking little guy with glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm okay. I'm curious about this. How did your friends react when you first told them that you don't have an arm?
They were like, it was honestly like they were too sympathetic. Like I didn't really like. I feel like I didn't deserve the sympathy because I did it to myself. So they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for you. I feel so bad for you. What can I do?" And like that's all I keep hearing. And like everyone wants to help me do like open a fucking water bottle. Like I could open a water bottle one-handed, but like they want to do it for me. Or like I could put my fucking jacket on, but they just want to do it for me. And it's just, I don't know. That part's annoying, but I understand it. I'm glad I have the support, but for the most part, like, well, a couple of friends were like a little more like, not that I deserve it, but like, well, you stupid? You know what I mean?
Which friends are you close? Like you're really, really close friends. Were they more like you're stupid for doing that?
No, honestly, no. It was the opposite. Like I feel like the people I didn't really know were like, "Are you stupid?" All my close friends were really supportive.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
How now that it's been 2 weeks, are people still supportive?
Oh, for sure. I mean,
that's good.
Less and less, and like the surgeon said, I mean, he said this. He's like, the first week or two or month, you're gonna see a ton of people. They're all gonna be helping you, and then when we have appointments scheduled weekly, he said like in a couple months, it's just gonna be you and your mom. You're leaving already? Bye. Love you. Bye. We'll talk later. Bye. Yeah.
What's your dog's going crazy?
Yeah. Oh my, he's so fucking annoying, and I think he's racist too.
Why do you think your dog is racist?
So, the first week I came home from the hospital, I had a bunch of friends over. Okay, he'll bark at them for a little bit and stop. My one light-skinned buddy, who's a little dark-skinned compared to light-skins, I guess, he just non-stop barked at him. Like he walked around when he was on the couch, stared at him, and just kept barking and would not stop.
That's fucked up. You should teach your dog to be more sensitive.
I'm trying. I mean, I don't know. They don't make dog sensory training videos, or like.
Wait, what breed is your dog?
I don't know if I can say it. He's a blue tick, hound. I'll say that part.
Wait, hold on. Why do you, what dog name can you not say?
I don't want to get clipped. My friends say he's a blue tick coon hound is what he is.
Oh, okay.
That third word. I didn't know if I'm allowed to say that.
Your dog is so racist that his name is a slur.
Exactly, though.
Hey folks, this is Lyle. I am very excited to announce that I am going back on tour in 2024 to do Therapy Gecko live all across the country. If you've never been to one of my live shows before, they are extremely fun, unpredictable, wild evenings that involve a mix of group gecko therapy sessions as well as some material and presentations from myself. And if you've been to the show before, I have new presentations and will, of course, be interviewing new people. If you're a fan of the podcast, you're going to have a great time at the live show, so I hope to see you guys there. Go to therapygeckotour.com or check the link in the episode description for a full list of cities where tickets are available. Also, if you don't see your city on the list of cities, please still click the link and RSVP with your phone number so I can contact you when tickets go on sale for your city, because I'm going to announce a bunch more dates very soon. Geck bless. All right. Well, it's okay. So your mom, what's the deal with your mom? It sounds like your mom is very supportive.
She is, but she's like, it's kind of overbearing, and I mean, she knows it, but it's nice. I don't know how else to describe it. She's just like constant, everything, and like everywhere I go, she's with me, and it's just, yeah, it's constant. It's not great, but I mean, I love her, of course.
So was your mom overbearing? Would you have described your mom as overbearing before the thing happened with your hand?
Definitely not. No.
Really? Wait, so she only became overbearing after in the past 2 weeks?
I'd say so, yeah.
Really? I mean, look, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I'm not you, but this seems like warranted bearing.
No, I agree. Definitely. It's just, it's a lot. It's just a lot of stuff and a lot to think about. Like today I had like an eye appointment that lasted like almost 2.5 hours. And it's just a lot of shit. Like yesterday I had 3 appointments. I was out of the house from 11 to 6. And it's like, it's a lot. So then when she's overbearing too, it's hard, like mentally, you know?
I'll ask you this. I mean, I suppose I have more questions, but I'll just ask you this up front. Is there any, like, what other aspects of this do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I mean, do you have any other questions? I'm trying to think of something I could talk about.
Let's see. Oh, all right, I have a crazy question, and maybe it's fucked up. Maybe it's fucked up. It might be fucked up, but I'm going to ask it to you. Okay.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, yeah.
Have there been any pros of blowing your arm off?
Oh, my God. That's not... getting gifted food. Like, we have... Our fridge is full of food from, like, my mom's, like, friends and shit. So, like, that's a positive, I'd say. Otherwise... Oh, and, like, finally getting out of work, because I don't love my job, so it's nice to have a little... like stay-at-home vacation. So if you could call that a positive. But negatives, oh shit, like I can't play video games. That's another one. I can't play video games right now. I love first-person shooters, so I can't use the mouse.
Can they not? So like, is there by the way, I'll just say this about the food thing real quick.
Yeah.
Tragedy does bring with it it does bring good food with it. Like when I was in high school, a friend of mine passed away. But at his shiva, they just had the best chicken tenders I've ever eaten.
Wait, are you Jewish?
I'm Jewish. Yeah.
Jewish?
Yeah.
Dude, oh
you
my
Jewish?
God. No. So I haven't had Jewish food in a while, like really good. So I never knew this was a thing, but bat mitzvahs, like bar mitzvahs for girls, I didn't know those were even a thing. And I went to one. Oh my God! I wish it was Jewish, because some of their food is so fucking good.
It's really good. I gotta say, those chicken tenders were so good that I'm actually I kind of hope another one of my friends dies so that I can have them again.
God. That's crazy. No, were the chicken tenders Jewish at all, or were they?
No, they were just regular chicken tenders. They
gotta be kosher though. Right?
They were really good. Anyway, wait. What Jewish food did you have at the bat mitzvah?
fucking okay, so it was like this dessert, but it kind of was like crispy noodle-ish type thing. I don't know what the fuck it's called. There's so many like, and they have like long ass names for no reason, like pannekuchen or some shit like that.
Wait, I've never heard of any Jewish food called pannekuchen.
Is that food? I don't know if I'm just speaking out of my ass.
You might. What is it? What describe the food to me? Is it like soup?
No. It's like, I thought it was a dessert, like with like crispy shit on top and like
Panna cotta.
Like bread. Panna cotta. What is that?
That doesn't sound Jewish. Panna cotta.
No, not panna cotta. No, not panna cotta. Something kuchen, or maybe not. Maybe shit. Wait, let me look up some Jewish food here. Give me 1 second.
It's okay. We don't have to Google this, but all right. Anyway, all right. So you got what's the best sympathy food that you've gotten?
Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, so I like lasagna. So this lady brought lasagna, but it was vegetarian lasagna, but it was pretty good. It had like spinach and shit in there. But the salad she made, it was a Caesar salad, but it was all like shredded and cut up. I hate like eating Caesar salad and having all that like big ass leaves, so that was really good. I don't know. There's this Mexican place called La Casita. Like I don't know if they're a chain or not, but that was pretty good too.
So you said that one of the bummers is that you can't play video games. Is there not like some kind of is there not some kind of prosthetic that will allow you to play video games, or is it kind of too complicated because you need all the fingers and shit?
Well, there's like one-handed keyboards and shit you can use. It's more like stuff that other people can use. Like you don't need to have a missing hand, but like I want to get like an electric hand that you can move all the fingers individually, but those are like more expensive, or at least my place doesn't have them like that. You can move all the fingers individually, so like there's more like accessibility stuff where like I could get like foot pedals and use those as like aim and shoot, and just use my left hand on the keyboard, if that makes sense. But there's not really anything I can do. Like there's a couple like one-handed mouses, but like that's just too much. I mean, it's like a keyboard on the mouse or something like that.
Yeah, it's a bummer that shit is so expensive. I'm trying to think of you could play like I feel like you could get really into driving games, like one hand like one hand on that little steering wheel and then the other one on the pedal.
Yeah, because I was just playing a lot of F1, but like I have a controller. I gotta get the pedals and shit and that wheel. Because like I play, controller, you need a right finger to hit the accelerator, shit like that. But I can play like point and click games like Town of Salem and shit like that. Like Among Us.
What other questions do I have for you? What's the deal with your dad? Are you and your dad cool?
Not really, no. He's around, but he's not around, if that makes sense.
Okay. All right.
He's a touchy subject.
Did he at least like say what's up when your arm was blown off?
Yeah, he came to the hospital. I don't know if he was there the first day, but he came like the second. Like quick, like he'd stop in for like not even 5 minutes, and then just leave. So.
Did you like get to talk to him at all?
Yeah, I did. Like, so we got home from the hospital, and I think it was it the same day, Jake, when the police showed up? It was, yeah. Same day, 3 cop cars. So now, I'll say this. So let me go back a little bit into the past. So I when the thing blew up, let me explain this. So I like ran outside and told my buddy like, hey, follow me, and I didn't realize I was missing my hand. So like, and I was kind of like half blind, so I like walked into my mom's car, walked into my brother's car, and I got blood all over them. Walked to the neighbor across the street's house. His wife has like, I feel bad for laughing at this, but like terminal cancer, so he couldn't like answer the door. So I got blood all over his door, or like his steps, and I ran across the street to the neighbors. They have 4. Now look, I could see now pretty good. I saw they had 4 cars in the driveway. I'm like, okay, someone's got to be home, right? I'm banging on the door with my good hand, dripping blood all over the place. And I see someone like look through the window at me, and no one answered the fucking door. And then I go to the next house over, and the guy's right outside, and he helped me out, try to like put a tourniquet on it. And then the ambulance pulled up, and I'm in the back of the ambulance for like 5-10 minutes, sitting there because they were trying to put a tourniquet like on the top, like on my shoulder part of my arm, instead of my hand, like next to my hand. I was like arguing with them, and then the fucking detective was asking questions, or a police officer was. So I guess they thought that I was making illegal bombs in like the house. So anyways, now back to current time, or like last week. So we get home from the hospital. 3 police cars show up in front of our house. 6 like police women surround the house, and like I open the door and like wondering what's up. And my dad has a warrant out for his arrest for like a DWI. And he wasn't home. So
wait. This was after you blew your hand off?
Yes, this was after I blew my hand off, the week following. So, and he wasn't home. So okay, and I guess they felt bad bothering, the one-handed man. So they went back to their cars and drove off pretty quick. And they haven't came back yet, but he said he was going to turn himself in, like a couple of days ago, and he hasn't came home today, so they might have got him, but like, I don't know. He's a whole fucking thing. Like yeah.
So the feds thought that you were making explosives in your room because of the hand thing.
Yeah, because I guess it's a common thing. Like, because even today I went to a retina specialist, because they thought that I might have like torn like parts of my retina, and the doctor asked me like what happened, and I told him, and I didn't tell him it was a firework. I just said it was an explosion. So he's like, oh, like I get tons of patients or amateur bomb makers. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I didn't know that was a common thing.
He said, I get tons of patients who are amateur bomb makers.
Yes.
It's kind of a red flag.
I guess in Minnesota, I guess a bunch of people are making homemade bombs because fireworks are illegal, or certain fireworks are illegal here. Like we have to go like to Wisconsin to buy our fireworks. But anyways, yeah.
I have to ask, how do you feel about that law now? Are you like, that's a pretty good law?
I think it's a pretty good law, yeah. It's not like all fireworks, but like mortars and shit. But yeah, I believe me, I will never be like lighting or go near fireworks. 4th of July, I'll be in like my basement with like earmuffs on and shit.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you after that, like, what's your relationship with fireworks now? Like, are you?
No, I'm definitely. We'll see. Like, I don't know if I have PTSD from it, but like, I remember a time when I was younger, and we went over to our like friend's party, and they have like a little alleyway, and they lit off a sparkler bomb. I don't know if you've ever seen sparkler bombs, but they're really big and like loud and like a big flash. And someone who served in like Iraq, and he has PTSD, and he like jumped over a table of drinks and like hid behind it and shit. So I don't know if I'll be like that or not. We'll see.
I gotta say, Griffin, you are handling this extraordinarily well. I mean, if I were you, I would not be able to be in such high spirits as you are. I mean, I don't know if you're putting on a front, but you definitely it seemed like you're taking this well.
I mean, I'm trying to be happy. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to think about it. Like when I was at the surgeon the other day and he took off the wrap, and I didn't really want to look at it because it felt more real now. Like that's why I kind of didn't want to go home to the hospital, because once I'm home, it's real. Like shit, I have no hand. You know what I mean? So it's been tough, but like I said, I don't see a point in like moping about it. You know, I've never been like, I mean, I've been sad. Like recently, one of my best friends just died too. And I wasn't happy before that either. So I'm trying to, find reasons to want to live and, keep going. So of course I'm going to be upbeat and like happy. Like I'm going to try. I'm not going to give up on this shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, goddamn, Griffin, thanks for joking around with me. Sorry if I said anything.
No,
mean.
you're good. You're good. I mean, my friends call me fucking lefty now, so you're fine.
Your friends call you Lefty?
Yeah.
Hey, this guy voted for Bernie, huh? He's only got his left hand.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Hey, no, you're good. No, we had a good conversation. I'm glad I could talk to someone. Like, I haven't talked to a therapist yet. I know, obviously, you're not a therapist, but it's just nice talking to someone, getting the, like, everything out.
Griffin, is there anything else that you want to say to the people of the computer, or any other aspect of this that you want to get into, or any of that before we go?
No, I think all I gotta say is thanks for listening. Also, you should add, like on Twitch, you should add a vote thing where if a call is going really boring and you don't want to be rude, just have a vote thing, like, hey, should we continue this call? And then have a vote yes or no, because some of the calls are a little, I don't know, I feel like they're not that entertaining.
See, a couple things. First of all is the chat does not get to decide whether or not I take a call.
Yeah.
I'm the judge, jury, and executioner on whether or not I decide I want to take a phone call. So
okay,
I don't want to give the chat the option to
that makes sense.
do that. And second of all, I don't know, how would you feel if you got voted out?
I'd be pretty mad, honestly. But
you'd be pretty mad.
But I feel like my cause is a little more important.
Well, hey, you know what? That's another pro of blowing your hand off, is you get to be better than everyone else.
I guess, yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, if I join that Special Olympics team, you'll see me. I'll send you a video of me just kicking ass in the 200. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for calling me. I'll send you a picture of me on Insta, just of me, no hand, like punching the air. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all right. I'll take. Yeah, send me or text the stump to the Wait, number? Actually, I'll just do it. Can you send me a text? This is how we'll end it. Can you send me a text right now?
Yeah.
To the same number this number that you're on the phone with of the stump. I want to live react to the stump.
It's wrapped up right now. Is that fine?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, do you have a picture of it unwrapped?
Ooh, I don't know. No, it's open wounded, so I'll just send a picture of it wrapped.
All right, send me whatever you got. I'll live react to whatever you got real quick.
Okay, yep. Okay, give me a minute.
Okay. All right. Chat, do you have any questions for Griffin that I can ask him while I live react to this? Someone asked if you're still in pain.
Oh, yes. The pain is fucking horrible. Like, nothing I've ever felt before.
Like every day?
Yeah, every day.
Oh, okay.
Every day.
Are you in pain right now?
Yeah, I definitely need some pain meds.
Did you send me the photo?
I sent you 4. So
just
I have
now?
one. I have one where I did have just the stump, and I have one where I'm. The good thing about the stump is I can, like, with the hook, I can hold toilet paper in my, like, on my hook. It's just like a mobile toilet paper holder.
Wait a minute. Did you send it to me just now?
Yeah.
Oh wait. I got it. I got it. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. This is like something that's crazy. I don't know why I thought this live reaction would be good audio content. It's just me saying, damn, that's crazy. I don't know why I thought that would be of any amount of entertainment value.
No, you're good.
There's this. Wait, hold on. What's this picture of you holding a roll of toilet paper?
That's the hook. So the hook it's a mobile toilet paper holder.
Wait a minute. This fucking doctor you went to was like, hey, so those hooks cost $20,000. You just want a toilet paper roll?
That's not. No, that's not. Basically, but no. I mean, so like when we were in that hospital, like he was saying he's gonna make something special for us, like temporary device. So we thought he was gonna make something 3D print something or something. But he cut a metal coat hanger and just attached it to my nub.
How do you wipe your ass?
That's a good question. I just do it left-handed now, but I do. Okay, now I don't know how most people do it, but I do. I'm seated more towards the back of the toilet, and I reach in front. I hold up. Well, I used to hold up my balls with my left hand, but I can't do that now. So I just wipe and I pull. I'm a puller. I pull towards.
Wait a minute. So
Does that make sense?
well, can't you just can you kind of like hook your balls and like pull them up with the hook and then use your left hand to wipe your ass?
I could, but they said they want like what? Wait,
I was gonna say because the hook is like perfectly shaped to push your hold.
No,
your
you're
balls
right.
Up.
You're right. I need.
Wait, what did they say? What did the doctors say?
He wants it more elevated, so I can't really like be digging down there with the hook. But I mean, I probably could now since it's the hook's I'll reattach. So now the hook's attachable. I have this little like thing that's Velcro. I can just slap the hook on. It's pretty cool.
But all right, I have one more question, and people are gonna think people are gonna think this is gross. I don't care. I don't. All right, I'm a human being. I'm gonna answer this question. All right, and I'm all right. I'm just gonna say it. Yeah. Do you ever scratch your ass and then smell your finger?
Okay. In the past, I had done that. I have not done, I can't remember the last time I've done that.
Oh, because I was gonna ask if you've ever scratched your ass with the hook and smelled
with the hook,
and if that smells different.
Have you done that?
Have I scratched my ass and sniffed it? Of course, everyone has.
Okay. No. How do you wipe your ass? No, I want a full detail so I can like think about it. Like, do you? I've heard more people sit forward toward the front of the toilet and then reach behind and wipe your ass. Do you do that? Or are you more of a front guy?
There was a large. I don't know if you heard that, but there was a large. God intercepted our phone call with a fucking a little explosion to warn us that we're talking naughty here. Shit. What was I gonna say? Well, how do I wipe my ass? I lift up my balls with my left hand and then I wipe it with my right hand.
Exactly. And my friends called me weird for doing that because they sit at the front of the toilet, like uncomfortable as hell, and wipe from behind. Like, I don't got that much time. I want to be comfortable. I want to sit back and relax and, like, I don't know. And I feel like as a bigger fellow yourself, that you would probably sit back, too, and just lift up your balls.
Oh, that's another pro of cutting off your hand. You've lost weight. That's
true. I did lose weight. But I actually gained some weight in the hospital, so I feel good. I'm trying to gain weight, actually, because I'm 190, like 6'3", 190.
Okay.
I'm trying to get up there, get muscular.
You're 6'3" and 190?
Yes, sir.
Damn, do you weigh... I weigh more than you, and I'm about an entire foot shorter.
Well, I mean, that's two things. Like, is that on you or is that on me? I don't know. I'm not here to call people fat or shame them.
That's on me. I need to cut off one of my arms and my legs.
In the gym.
I would reach my fitness. I would reach my fitness goals much quicker doing that.
Yeah, that's true. And you could become one of those handy, capable people that, like, have you seen that where they like pour bleach in their eyes to be blind, or they like saw off their hand so they're like disabled.
Dude, you should do that. You should walk around telling people you just did it on purpose because you were sick of your hands.
No, that's worse. Because then you'll. Now, like I said I didn't like the sympathy, but I kind of like the sympathy. Like. By the way,
I want it just as a. Can I say this to you? Just as a fake Gecko therapist, yeah. I want to tell you something. Don't feel bad about liking the sympathy. Don't feel bad about liking the sympathy. Look, something terrible happened to you. Fucking lap it up. All right. What's wrong with a little lap it up a little bit? Why not?
Okay.
Might as well. Sure. Might as well. Don't feel bad about it.
Right.
All right. Don't feel bad about it. You don't have a fucking hand. You should let people feel
you're
sorry
right.
for you. Lap it up. Why not?
You're right. That makes sense.
Don't feel bad about it.
I'm not making it like some of my friends. Like one of our friends wasn't trying to play a game with us. And I'm like, oh, you won't play with the little poor one-handed man, the lonely one-handed man. And he finally, like, he got on the game with us. But I won't be doing that like outside of my house. But I'm not.
I mean, don't let it get to your head. But
for sure, for sure.
Lap it up a little bit. Not don't do anything crazy. Don't like make a long Facebook post or anything. But
dude, you know how I said I was 190? So yeah. I took a shit before this call. I just weighed myself. I'm 187. It's like, goddamn.
Right. I think that's our cue to leave.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the call.
Hey, thanks for calling, Griffin. Good luck to you.
Yeah, good luck to you. Thanks.
Take care, man.
Bye.
It is a pretty wild looking stump. And I've also done my fair. It's fun. I get excited in the morning. I get excited when I take because I'm like I'm trying to lose weight. So in the morning, I get excited when I take a big shit because I'm like, oh my god, my body's so empty right now. I'm probably lost a lot of weight on doing that. All right. Well, thanks for listening to this dumbass podcast, dude. All right. Thanks for calling, Griffin. God bless you.
Hello.
Hi there. What's your name?
I'm Kentucky.
Kentucky. How old are you, Kentucky?
Yes. I am 26.
Nice.
Yeah, I live in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm a trans man. I guess
Tennessee.
Important to mention at the beginning.
Kentucky, a trans man living in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Well, what's going on, dog? How can I get you today?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about. I've dreamed about being a tattoo artist for a really long time. Been working on my art and stuff my whole life. It's been like the only thing that I really care about that deeply. It's like affected like my relationships with other people and stuff because I'm just so like one-track mind about it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I recently, like last summer, I started a tattoo apprenticeship at a shop that ended up being a really bad environment. And I kind of knew going into it because I didn't really like my mentor and I knew he didn't really like me. But I just wanted to do it so bad. I was like kind of willing to put up with it. I should have known, like he like literally goes by like Captain Devious. Like,
that's pretty,
that's the
awesome.
name. Yeah, no, like he like legally changed his name to that.
Wait, he's like on his driver's license it says Captain Devious?
Yeah.
That's sweet. That's awesome. What's this guy like?
Yeah.
Well, tell me more about I want to hear
like,
more about Captain Devious.
Yeah, Captain Cheesy Shits. He like, I don't know. He like, oh my god, he is like a textbook narcissist. Everything he says is fact, correct. If you disagree with him or inconvenience him at all, it's gonna be like there's a price to pay.
Oh hell yeah!
He's a very angry man.
He's the captain.
He loves Facebook drama. He loves like, oh man, all the local cops hate him because he calls them for no good reason, just whenever he's pissed off at someone. Dude, like, it was just terrible. And I found out, like, I don't know, there were some other apprentices at the shop. We actually all walked out together at the end of January.
A mutiny on the captain.
Absolutely. Like, we left him with literally no one in his shop except for him.
Wow.
Yeah. And I found out afterwards that, like, he was saying a lot of, like, really transphobic stuff behind my back and calling me, like, mentally ill and stuff, but he was using me to look better to the community so he could get queer people's money still. And, like, it was, like, a whole thing.
So, all right, Kentucky, tell me what's... So, I mean, look, you texted me and you were like, I had to give up on a dream of mine that I was passionate about. So have you given up on your tattooing dream?
I don't know, honestly, because I have been very much enlightened to how crazy the industry can be. And I'm a person that really values like my own peace.
It sounds like you've been enlightened to how crazy Captain Devious can be.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of left me with just like a whole, like, I don't know. I'm just kind of like feeling burnt out on the whole thing. It's not necessarily that I want to give up, but I just don't know if it's like right for me.
Why don't you? So this was how old are you?
26.
And this is the first time you've gone into a studio to do this?
Yeah, this is the first studio that would take me on.
Okay. Why? So why not join another studio?
It's hard to find a studio that is like willing like an artist that's willing to take on an apprentice. Like finding an apprenticeship is often like one of the hardest parts about like the tattooing industry as a whole. It's kind of like notoriously difficult. Which is why I was willing to put up with that, because I have friends that are in the industry and they've all told me like it's going to be like a lot of like scrubbing floors, scrubbing toilets, cleaning constantly, being there unpaid. I was there nearly 50 hours a week unpaid. Had to work other jobs on top of it. And I'm just like it's partially like I'm burnt out on that side of things, but also just like financially and physically, I just can't be doing that anymore.
Do you have another job?
Yeah, I work a couple other jobs. I do the door at a cocktail bar, check IDs and kick people out if they're being too rowdy, kind of a thing.
Do you
I
give
also work at a coffee shop during the week.
Do you give tattoos to your like homies?
No, not now. I did back in the day, like, you know, like little punk rock stick and poke party type beat.
Yeah.
But it's been a while since I've done like a under the table tattoo because I want to be legit.
Do you I'm gonna go real Gary Vaynerchuk mode on you right now. Do you Instagram? Do you TikTok?
I am on Instagram. I don't like TikTok too much because I don't like short form video content too much.
Ooh.
Just because I don't like to sit and watch things. I like putting things on in the background while I'm like drawing or doing other stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so to me, the solution to this is to find a way to pave your own path forward. And I only know from my own experience that the way to do that is through using the internet to build your own clientele base to tattoo, you know?
Yeah, that is something I'm very aware of that. I get like kind of nervous about like being known online, I guess, because it is a kind of overwhelming thing. I've seen it happen to actually my brother. He was like a really good CSGO player, had like a YouTube video, and he got like millions of views on his like trick shot videos and stuff. And people like started to find out about like who he was in real life, and he like got scared and quit. But I don't know, like watching that and watching how much anxiety it put him through, it's kind of like made me nervous about the whole thing.
Yeah. No, it's a whole thing. It's totally a whole thing. But I'll say this. Okay. How much do you want to be a tattoo artist? I
mean, I was looking for an opportunity for 5 years before this last one. I just want to make art is I think the thing, and I was looking for a way to make it like financially viable and do something that I do really love tattooing, and I love I'm gonna say this to you, Kentucky. If you just want to make art and you want to have like your thing that you do for money, and separately you have your thing that you do for creative fulfillment, that is a totally legitimate, if not potentially even in some cases, I've thought to myself, better way to live life than to make money off of your thing. But, and also you can also have a great life making money off of your art. But if you want to make money off of your art, you are going to have to get over putting yourself out there. You're going to have to get over that fear of putting yourself out there if that's what you want to do. No, absolutely. I needed to hear that from something other than inside my brain, because there's always that kind of like fight between like what you know you need to do and like what your like fear wants you to do, which is usually just curl up in a ball and die.
Yeah. Well, because that's the cool thing about the internet is that you don't have like, if you just kind of build your own universe of art and whatnot, then you can build your own world, and you can become your own Captain Devious, and you can change your legal name to whatever the fuck you want.
Hell yeah.
So I'll say that, So I mean, that's I gotta say that's really all I have to say on the matter is that you got to get over your fear of putting yourself out there. Not even just for like, oh, I got to make money, but it's just in general a good thing in life to be okay with.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, and I think is like I have no problem like talking to people, like especially like in person. Like I'm not a shy person by any means, but I think there's just like that, like I feel weird about like a curated or like kind of like distilled like projection, or like not coming across as authentic and then like being judged for that.
You're afraid of not coming off as authentic.
Yeah.
Why are you afraid of not coming off as authentic?
I don't know. I guess because I am not like comfortable like in front of a camera, or like, and I feel like I definitely overthink things before I post them. I don't just like I don't let myself just throw it away. You know what I mean? And I feel like I wish I could just do that more comfortably, because I would feel a lot happier about what I posted if I didn't think about it too much, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, that's a whole other can of worms. Is how much? I mean, I think about stuff that I post, but I also don't want to. I don't know. I could give a whole stupid masterclass in like social media marketing, but that would be boring. The emotional aspect of it. Of it, and just all I'll say to you is that I think if you do anything, if you get anything out of this phone call, I hope it is that you get over your fear of putting yourself out there, because that's the key to never having to deal with the Captain Deviouses of the universe ever again. That's how you beat the man, Kentucky.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I have some like spite-driven gains to make now.
Is there anything else you want to say to the people of the computer before we go?
If you love something, just like keep doing it, even if you feel like you need to change your trajectory. Like, just don't give up on the things you're passionate about, because I don't know, like it's okay if it changes form, but like don't lose what like makes you happy.
Unless if you're passionate about killing people and eating them.
Yeah, or like stealing dogs from people's yards.
That's very specific. Did someone do that to you?
I mean, no, not to me, but it has happened like in my neighborhood recently. It's just on the brain.
That's an interesting side hustle, actually. Although I was talking to someone about this earlier. Dogs are a depreciating asset.
Absolutely. No, they're
like
expensive from the jump.
Yeah, they're expensive from the jump, and they only this is why I wouldn't buy a dog, is it's not a good investment. It depreciates the minute you take it off the lot. Like every year a dog gets older, it's worth less and less. So, that's why I would never buy a dog.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And that's why stealing, if anyone's out there listening who's thinking about stealing a dog from someone's yard to sell it, maybe that'll discourage them, because you could like stealing someone's TV, that makes sense. But like a dog, it's only going to be worth less every day. It's worth less. So don't steal people's dogs to sell them.
Yeah. No, and they will like piss on your shit and ruin everything that you love.
Thanks for calling, Kentucky.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for talking to me.
Do not invest in dogs.
Therapy Gecko's on the line, taking your phone calls every night. Therapy Gecko's doing it right, he's teaching you how to live your life, but he's not really an expert.